Hello yogis, and welcome to a 10-minute bedtime flow. Of course, you can do this flow at any time, but I've sequenced these poses together to let you wind down and relax your body. If you have a block or a strap, feel free to grab those for assistance through class today. This is going to be very chill, very accessible to all levels. So with that, let's get started. All right, so we're gonna begin on our backs. If you have a block, I suggest placing it underneath your sacrum. Now your sacrum is your very low back. The bottom edge of your block might be resting up against your tailbone or even past it. But the goal here is to be able to completely relax your legs and then let your upper body release as well, giving a gentle opening to the front of your hips. And then gently close your eyes. Take an inhale. Exhale. One more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Now we'll stay in this pose for a few more breaths, but if you want to take it further, you can start to bring your right knee in towards your chest and interlace your fingers around your knee, reaching your knee closer and closer towards your belly. This will intensify the stretch on the left side. You might feel this in your psoas, which wraps around from the back of your hips towards the front. You could even feel this in your quads. And start to take some ankle circles if you're here too. So rotating your feet over towards the right 3 or 4 times, and then switching directions towards the left. And release your right leg if you have it. Left knee pulls in this time, intensifying the stretch on the right side. This pose is great for a wind down pose, prepping you for a relaxing bedtime, because we sit so much during the day where we're hunched over, or you're driving. A lot of compression and folding throughout the day for our hips. This is a simple way to open it up. Start to take those ankle circles if you did on the other side. And then go the opposite direction. And gently release. Press your feet down underneath your knees this time. So we're going to take a supported bridge, relaxing arms out to the side. Now the goal here is just simply to relax the lower half of your body. But you might also want to open up your chest a little bit more. Did a lot of rounding through your day. You could reach your arms out to either side or up towards your head. You can bend at the elbows. If you're pretty flexible, you might not feel too much here, but it's just another opportunity to work in an opening of the front side body. You have 2 more breaths. And then slowly start to press into your heels so you can move your block out to the side. Lowering your hips down. Then pull your knees into your chest. Gently rock side to side. Maybe take some knee circles, massaging your low glutes, or your upper glutes, I should say. And find stillness. Let your left leg reach out towards the ground. Then cross your right knee over the left side body for a supine twist. What I want you to focus on here, well, let's first start with our upper body. So your head can be looking straight up or over to the left if that's comfortable. But if you're able, try and look over towards your right hand. Your arms are teed out, or maybe you have cactus, which will open up your chest a little bit more. You can bend at your elbows, palms face up. We have a slight twist in our low back, which helps compress our internal organs, increasing blood flow, increasing movement. And then we're opening up our right hip. Now this might be weird or uncomfortable, so if it's not okay with you today, that's fine, but try and bring your left hand to your right hip, and then gently just slide it down your leg towards your knee. If you feel like you can't fully relax into this hip release, take a block and place it underneath your knee. I'm using one today. But just gently rub your hand up and down. Not only is this soothing, but it's also giving the mind something to focus on, something to relax, and really paying attention to the specific area that we're working through, trying to release. You can take little squeezes like I'm doing here, gently working your way up. Sometimes I like to press my fingers into my low back. I have a lot of knots back here. Feel free to play around. This is your body, this is your practice. We have 2 more breaths here. And gently release. Coming back to center, let your right leg straighten out, left knee pulls in this time, taking your block over to the other side if you need to. Arms tee out, and then knee drops over to the right. So gaze can be over towards the left hand this time. And then whatever arm variations you did on the other side, whether it be cactus or your straight T arms, try and do the same here. And then begin to bring your right hand to your left hip this time. And just gently start putting some weight from your hip all the way down to your knee. You can start with going one direction, just from top to bottom, and then maybe you start to slide up and down. And then taking a moment to remember anything else that you did, little squeezes, finger pressing. I have a bigger knot on this side, so I'm kind of staying up in my hip area. So if you find a little spot that needs some extra love today, that's fine. Feel free to focus on it. We try to find balance within each side, but each side of our body is different, so we have to modify and adjust accordingly. Sometimes you need some extra love, sometimes you need a little less. Take an inhale, and exhale, release. Press the soles of your feet together, let your knees fall out wide to either side. Now you can place blocks underneath your knees for support if you'd like. If you want, you can just let your knees relax down towards the ground. Place your right hand on your heart and your left hand on your body. Just taking a few gentle breaths here. And slowly start to release your legs out in front of you. Inhale, reach your arms up. Creating a long body stretch, and then walk your heels over to the bottom left corner of your mat. Now, the point of this pose, banana pose, is to feel a stretch to the side body. If you're not feeling it yet, start to walk your hands over towards the top left of your mat, creating a banana-like shape. You can cross your right ankle over your left if that feels good. Maybe you grab your left forearm with your right hand. Take an inhale. Exhale, gently release. Making your way to the other side through center. Start with your feet to the bottom right, and then your hands to the top right. And then advance however you want to. And gently release, coming back to center, prepping for your Shavasana pose. Relaxing all the way down. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Sigh it out. One last time. Thank you so much for letting me guide you through your practice today. I hope you rest well. Namaste.